Lakes Take is brought to you by Arrowwood Lodge at Brainerd Lakes.
Welcome to Lakes Take. I don't know how to start it because Elliot usually does, and Elliot isn't here, so I don't know what to do.
Oh.
News?
Yeah, sure, we could start there.
News.
Yeah.
The addition of monetary penalties for establishments who violate Detroit Lakes noise ordinance is among amendments to Detroit Lakes noise ordinance thing that is moving forward. I don't know what it's called, this noise ordinance thing. Basically, if you're too loud, it's going to cost you up to $500 for the first offense, $1,000 for the second, and $1,500 for the third. So basically, if Zorbas wants their live music back, it's going to cost them.
The city of Detroit Lakes is about to tighten the reins on vacation rentals and Airbnbs in the area. They have began their ordinance. Among other things, it's going to require an inspection and a city's lodging tax. If you're planning on having a backyard barbecue with some camping overnight, pitching the tents with the kids, make sure to pay your s'mores tax as well.
North Dakota Senator John Hoeven says President Trump has invited the NDSU Bison football team to the White House. Also invited the Division III football champions Mary Hardin Baylor, the Division II cross-country champions Grand Valley State, and my second place slow pitch softball championship team. The first place team didn't want to go to the White House. If you live in North Dakota and have tried dating apps like Tinder or Bumble, you may be having some issues. They say that North Dakota is the third worst state for singles. The two below them are Arkansas and West Virginia, and those guys just date their cousins anyways. So,
A big step for UND and also a giant leap for UAS, that's Unmanned Aircraft Systems, as Mark Askelson has a dream for UND campus that's right out of science fiction. He's dreaming of a day where simple tasks such as delivering campus mail could all be done by a fleet of drones flying up and down the University Avenue, like flying mechanical postal service. Also, now taking pledges for the Rogue Robots fraternity.
the state of Minnesota is one of 30 states trying to pass gambling laws that would allow betting on professional sports. If they were to pass, it'd be easy to make money. Just bet against the Vikings and the Wolves and the Wild and the Timberwolves and the Twins and the Gophers and the Lynx. It's kind of depressing. The headliners for the Basilica Block Party down in Minneapolis, July 12th and 13th have been announced. Casey Musgraves, the Grammy winner, will host the first night. Then we'll get to go in a time machine and go back 10 years for Jason Mraz to when he was popular.
By 2080, Minnesota could resemble the state of Kansas, and unless major efforts are made to reduce carbon emissions, the Twin Cities could resemble Kansas City in 60 years' time. Also, more extreme areas like Duluth could resemble Oregon, Ohio. Yes, that's a city in Ohio, where winters are 14 degrees warmer, which is nice, but 122% wetter. So it looks like Minnesota could be on the steady path from Minnesota nice to Minnesota moist.
The winner of the Westminster Dog Show is a 7-year-old wire fox terrier named King. When the news broke that King was the new champion, literally every dog in the universe stopped and re-examined their existence because they all thought they were the goodest boy.
Clara City, Minnesota boy, man, 18-year-old young man Ethan Schwinghammer is hoping to join the police force in Wilmer City. He will be the youngest, and he better be quick with his Schwinghammer because he's not old enough to buy his own gun.
It'll hit the middle of February. Minnesota sports teams underachieving. The Wild, the Wolves, both Gophers men's and women's basketball team. To give an outlook on the layout of Minnesota sports, here's special correspondent Charlie Newland.
Embrace the suck. Embrace the suck.
You stay classy, Charlie.
And that's your Lakes Take with your take around the lakes.
Lakes Take is brought to you by Arrowwood Lodge at Brainerd Lakes.